Hello, everybody. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator once again on the new open beta, the public beta 1.40 with the new lighting engine and just so many improvements with the overall game. As you can see, we have the Western Star 49X. This is the sleeper variant, and it has the swept back nose on it, so it's no longer that flat nose. I think the truck looks a lot better like this, honestly. And then we have a default SES trailer, ownable lowboy we're going to be picking up here. I think we're taking a tractor or something from Lamar down to Tucumcari. So let's go ahead and get going. Now, I've got a bunch of different mods in as of now, but look at the lighting when we turn everything on. It's just really, really well done. And I'll show you what I'm talking about before too long. We're going to get out on the road first. Nobody's coming. But the lighting and graphics have been completely changed. So I'm not using any graphic packs. This is default American Truck Simulator. But on top of that, we've got my options I was using before, which is just showing the, it's just changing the overlay with the NVIDIA overlay. So I'm using the same ones as that. I'm not using any skyboxes or weather add-ons or anything with Project Next Gen anymore. This has pretty much done everything I needed to do, so it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And man, well, you can see here it's now storming as we're picking up, but I do want to show you everything we have to do. Where are we picking up at? I have no clue, and they are not telling us anything, are they? They're just like, hey, come here, and it's like, all right, well, which way do we go? Oh man, we're gonna have to figure this one out. All right, so it turns out is over here to our right. So we can back up just a little bit here. We had to make room to get in here anyway with our long trailer, but it looks like we're going all the way down there to the right and then left, from what I can tell. Want to say sorry about the late upload today. I know it's a little later than normal. We'll get into the reasons for that here in a minute. Look at that, man. Look at the lighting of the headlights on that truck. That looks so good. So good and realistic. I cannot believe that this is default American Truck Simulator with just, you know, a little bit of saturation and color, contrast, brightness adjustments made with NVIDIA overlay. And I have all that linked below. You can see the X right up here. And stay tuned to the end of the video if you want to see all the mods I'm using currently in the open beta 1.40. I did have to remove a few of them. All right, let's go see what they want us to do here. Yep, that's the one. It's a crawler tractor, 55,500 pounds. We're going to the ADM down there. All right, we know where we're going now. So we have this spot right here we need to get to, which is just to the left of this garage. And I want to make sure I got plenty of room here because we were in a bad position there. We would have never have made that, you know. It still might not because this lowboy is pretty crazy long. Let's just kind of stick to this gun here and see if this works. Don't hit those pallets. We're good there. It looks like they might like this one if we're in the lines. But we were so screwed up. Oop, there it was. We were so screwed up before they did not like it. I was like, no, we'll never make this, so I just had to do a U-turn. Yeah, they'll take that. Sweet. Let's get out and just have a look at some of the little things with the new lighting package. Before we go ahead and load the cargo on here, look at the skybox and just how amazing that looks, and the lighting. And you can see just like the difference between how those blinkers are lighting up and turning on and off. That looks really good. And then the same thing with the headlights, like the different lighting. It's so well done. Let's go ahead and load up. So now it's in the morning and they flipped it around completely on us. So that's what happened. So about 7 o'clock in the morning now, no longer dealing with any of the rain. So look at the sky. Looks really crisp and good. Some people said they've had some issues with low quality skyboxes, but this looks really well done, if you ask me. And just look at that, like the shadows and everything. It's just, this sim is starting to come to life. Let's go ahead and start the truck up. I want you to see the new lighting. When I turn the beacon lights on, we're going to get the flashing back and forth back here. You can see just how much more subtle that is. It doesn't illuminate everything around it. Now at night, it would be a little bit different for sure. We'll come up here to the front and look at those. And right there, you can see the new lighting with the beacons no longer just making everything blown out and looking crazy. It looks a lot more subtle and a lot more realistic for sure. All right, we can kill the flashers. That's good for me. Let's go ahead and put this thing into gear. I do have an 18 speed in this thing. And I get asked questions all the time. Hey, Jeff, let's do a tug test here. Do you double clutch? No, I flip the gears. There we go right there. It's good to go. At least that trailer brake, and we are on our way. So we have our beacon lights on, and we are going to turn our headlights on because what I love, and they were already on, is the fact that they no longer paint on the ground. It's a lot more realistic. You can run with the headlights on your truck all day long, and it doesn't look stupid. Now that is what I'm talking about. I think this turn here will be okay. All right, so it took me forever, absolutely forever today to get this video to where I could record on this platform in the new 1.40 beta. And that's because I had to go through every single mod and find out which one was causing my blinkers to blow out. Never found which one it was, but I'm pretty certain it was a trailer mod or one of the truck mods I had installed. It had to have been. All right, watch out here, because anything to do with graphics or lighting is going to affect this thing big time. Sound, I had no issues with, except for the sound fixes pack. That does not work. To really turn here, man. But I love the fact that we have that castered back end there. We roll our window down. You'll see what I'm talking about. We got breach bombs, engine sound pack we're using today. Looking good back there. Oh yeah, we're gonna make that no problem. There we go. Look at that. Roll our window back up. All right. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to see what it is like to go from, early in the morning. We started around 6 a.m. this morning. And then we simply, had some rain and stuff, but we simply jumped over to the later in the morning, which is wonderful because that's why I wanted to do one of these. Man, look at all the livestock out there. Very cool. But you can just see how different the sim looks now that all that's taken care of. Another thing that's been added that I've noticed is cloud shadows. We don't have a dynamic weather system yet in this sim, but we do have the cloud shadows you'll see. So some parts will be dimmer than others when we're driving down the road, which is perfectly fine. I'm actually going to get myself a screenshot, and I'll be right back. All right, folks, we are back on the road after the screenshot. I think I'm going to be getting a lot of screenshots today. I had to sit there at that intersection forever, so I'm probably going to edit that one out. Probably. No reason to keep us sitting there doing nothing, right? Yeah, I think so. So we're going to get to see some beautiful Colorado today in the new 1.40. Skybox, sometimes it looks a little blown out, but it's not as bad as other people have talked about. Now, something that is very common here with this new lighting system in 1.40 is the shimmering is pretty severe on this guy. So I hope they look into what's causing that and fix it. It could be as simple as us just having to do something on our end with the NVIDIA control panel. But I think it's something that needs to be fixed for sure. And I'm not the only one that has been talking about that. There's other people as well. Making a right turn, but I think we're going through this place, this intersection at least. Looks like it. We might be okay here. Yeah, we're going through this intersection, then we're going around to this sharp corner to the right. They got this all screwed up down here, don't they? Yeah, let's go slow down here. More gas than that. There we go. Yeah, 23. Man, look at this. This is going to be sharp. Yeah, I'm going to have to come way left here. There we go. Everybody always asks me to do the longer trailers, the bigger ones and stuff, so I figured, you know what? Why not do it today? And since we're going to be trying out the new beta, use, a trailer I know works, which is a default one. There we go. 35. So we'll see how the day transpires here with the lighting. Now, I have not played around in this beta. Like I said, I was working on everything to get it into a working condition where I can actually record it and play it. Yeah, look at the lighting difference there. How that the sun is like lighting this whole section of road up here, and it wasn't doing that right before it. Not dynamic weather, but hey, you know what? We'll take it. But you can see the shimmering. Maybe you won't see it so much on YouTube, but for me, I do definitely see the shimmering problem in the distance. And I'll go over my mods and stuff, like I said, at the end of the video, and my settings, because there's a new settings that's a reflection detail setting that I cranked up to 200% that they added. They also seem to remove the HDR, but there's some other cool things that they did add in the new 1.40 that's going to be coming out in probably a couple of weeks, I would imagine. And that is, which I'll show you now. This is the new vehicle adjustment screen. You have adjust seats, as you have always had right there. People ask me all the time what FOV I use. Sometimes I use 65, sometimes I use 72. 72 is usually one I would normally go with, just so I could see, but we have track hour, so it's not a big deal. So we can X out on that. Then we have, our mirror adjustments. They're all right there. It's just a much better looking thing. Here's a new one. Adjust lights down here. Or not new, but this is where you have to adjust your dashboard lights to make them bright or dim, because by default, they're pretty dim. So keep that in mind when you are checking out the new lighting system. So there we go. We're back at her again. You go ahead and go down. We'll stick to 6 high for right now. And it's 45 through here. We don't need to be going super fast, but yeah, the lighting looks a little blown out here for me. Maybe I'll have to do some adjustments on my end with the NVIDIA overlay. But it looks really good. Like how dark the shadows and stuff are on the buildings. That is a huge difference right there, I've noticed. Huge difference. All right, slow way down for this guy. A little engine brake there to help us slow down. And that one here, we got to really watch our turn, because we got this guy here. And sometimes I use my clutch whenever I'm going through the gears right there. So another reason why this video is coming out late today is because we had to go and buy new appliances, basically. So the refrigerator that was in this house is going, well, it basically went completely out. And that's oh, I forgot. They don't give you any time on these on these arrows at all. No time at all. They still haven't done that. I don't have my fix in there for that. That's a mod that I don't have it in there. The longer yellow lights mod. I'm used to that being a little more realistic, but that's okay. We're just gonna come right through that intersection and say, hey, you know what, man? We didn't know. They gave us legitimately a second and a half there. I can't believe they still haven't fixed that. Come on, SES. We need that fixed. Public storage. But the refrigerator went out, so we had to go appliance shopping. And yesterday we started that whole journey, and we went to Lowe's. There's a Lowe's nearby. Went up there to that. And then that was not a good experience. They not only didn't have many options of what we wanted, because for some reason, whoever designed this kitchen decided they wanted to make a refrigerator cabinet 33 inches wide, not 36. A standard, double door refrigerator is 36 inches wide, and this one was 33. Look at that, man. That's super close. There we go. Thank you, truck, for stopping for us. We appreciate that. Man, look at the paint. The paint on the AI cars looks way better. Doesn't seem so matte and like gross, So there was that. We went and then we were like, okay, we want to get the washer and dryer, because we need to get one of those. And the washer and dryer, they didn't have it in stock, and it wouldn't be in stock till like March or something like that. We were like, what's the point of going? Like after all these companies now that are trying to compete with Amazon, because you can buy everything on Amazon or other places, they don't carry stock, and they don't have anything you could take home, basically. So I was like, you know what, we'll go home. Another thing is we want to make sure the measurements were precise. I did not expect it to be like down to the wire for everything. So we came back home and we remeasured everything to the T. So we knew exactly what we're, because the last thing you want is get an appliance home and then not be able to fit it in there, right? So we did that, and then we were like, okay, well, tomorrow or the next day, which is today, we were like, we'll go and head over to Home Depot. We're gonna go to like a local appliance store and just see if what they have. And this looks great. So we did that, and Home Depot actually had a great selection. They were super friendly and helpful, and we don't have to wait forever to get something. In fact, we were able to take home a used, or not a used, but a brand new floor model, basically, dishwasher, a Bosch dishwasher, and then also a, I think it's Samsung. I think it's Samsung, the dryer. That was a floor model, so it was on clearance. We were like, okay, I could literally just load it in the back of the truck and go. I had the truck there. So we did that, and then everything else shows up on February 16th. The refrigerator and the washer does. So that's not so bad, And I also didn't know that they had the option where you can have them take your old appliances with them when they leave, which is great. It's like $25 to do it, but it's better than having to get a hold of a dump company or a hauling company to haul something away. So that was really nice. And that was pretty much how we spent Sunday. I'm not into the Super Bowl or football very much. So I could care less about that, but I do know that that is going on, and a lot of you guys have been watching it. Let's go ahead and turn our engine brake down. I'm gonna hit this patch of sun and try to get another screenshot up here. That's cool, that train up there on the right. That's really nice looking. But yeah, you can see like the little bit of the dynamic weather. Well, it's not dynamic, but the change of the weather on the roadway. I usually don't show you whenever I'm taking my screenshots, but I want to show you. This is unedited, and just look at this. That is unedited. Look at that lighting. That's amazing, man. Like, oh my God. That looks so good. So good. And we are back. Yeah, it doesn't need a lot of tweaking. I think I just need to turn my brightness down in the game. I think I can do that. So really quickly, you can see where I have the brightness at right here. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. I think maybe that'll stop the blowing out of the whites. And this is what I was talking about. The reflection scaling set to 200%. That's a new one right there. I have anti-aliasing on disabled and low on the SSAO. And pretty much everything we had set from last time. All right, that looks pretty good right there. Like, I think it's, kind of simulating that the sky's being blown out based off of what we're actually seeing in front of us. So that's fine. What is this idiot doing in this Mustang? Go ahead, dude. Oh, no. He figured it out. That ambulance came around that corner, and he's like, I guess I'll wait. Like, I'm not trying to hold you up, dude, but, I mean, holy crap. There's no reason for that. Yeah, that's looking better to me. It's better to have a little brightness more than what you want, but it is still that time of day. We don't know what it looks like yet at high noon. It's high noon. We don't know yet. So when we get there, we'll be able to see. It's still in the morning. But man, it looks so real. It truly does. I cannot believe I don't have a graphics mod in right now and we get this. That's pretty good. Yeah, 60. I don't think we're going to be doing 60 miles an hour through here, man. Or 50, for that matter. Don't think that's going to happen. Trinidad. So, we did that today. It's all taken care of. I'm very, very pleased with how it all worked out. I'm not a person that's like, oh, I got to have a perfectly, boxed appliance for me to purchase it. Could care less about that whole thing. All right, we'll make a left coming up here. Yeah, some of it looks a little washed out, a little bright still. I'm not sure how to fix that yet. It could be my NVIDIA settings. Honestly, I really don't know. We're about to find out. And I really don't have to go that high up whenever I'm floating down on this. I'm so used to that other transmission I was just driving last time. It took a lot more RPM to get that sucker going. It did. Ooh, look at that Charger. Nice. And here's an outside view of us sitting here at the light. You can see the lighting looks a lot different in the outside view. Like, it looks beautiful outside. Inside, it seems to blow out the whites a lot more. Like, you can see the sky and how all that works there. Let's get going here. There we go. But inside view, we have this. It's brighter on the inside than it is outside. Outside, if it was the same, then that would be perfect. So maybe that's a bug that they're gonna fix, you know? But it could be the glass material and stuff like that that's used on the trucks. That they're not getting the same lighting. That seems to be what's happening, if you ask me, because we've actually used mods in the past that did that and had an issue with it. I'm thinking that that's what it is, so. Oop, missed that shift. There we go, 5 low. That's a big jump between 4 low and 5 low. It's gonna take a minute to get on the highway here. Another thing you'll notice is they added the new signage. All the new signs. And it looks a lot more realistic as far as that goes. The blue signs there with like gas exit. All that. I like that a lot. That's a huge, huge jump. All right, now we're on the highway. And we're headed out to Kamkari finally. It took us a while to get up to speed, but hey, that's okay. So yeah, maybe I could adjust the brightness a little bit more. But it's not so much that, you know? It's really not the brightness slider or anything. It's just the interior of the truck. We get the bypass, yay! All right, that's what I'm talking about. There's the truck there, you're good, man. We'll go to the outside view and have a look as we head into New Mexico. And in the outside view, you can just see how much better it looks. If that's what we saw out our window, man, that looks pretty darn impressive. I'm very, very pleased with that. We have the white sands coming up here on the right. Slow down here, man. I'm not scary in the outside view. Some people always want me to play this in outside view, and I'm like, dude, no, not gonna happen. Look at that lighting. Okay, now the skybox is looking a little fuzzy and crappy. Not looking so hot there. Yeah, I don't know why it's blowing everything out. I don't like that. But you know what? It's a beta, so hopefully they can fix that. It's not my settings and the overlay or anything. It's just legitimately the interior blowing out the whites for some reason. And I don't know if all the trucks are doing that. I haven't tested it, but we will be using this 1.40 beta until we move into the 1.40 public, whenever it goes live and it's there. You can opt into the beta anytime you want by going into your Steam properties on the game and then opting into the beta. You can do it today. My advice to you, though, if you do, is to make sure that you back up a save. You know, remember where all your mods were, things like that. That way you don't run into any problems. But start fresh, because what I did is I removed all of my mods and then added them one by one testing. That's what I ended up doing, which at the end of the video, again, I'll show you the ones that I have. So maybe if you have the same ones, you'll know, hey, I'm safe. That one's good. That works for me. Here goes another truck. Exit 450. Here goes the old Caprice. Yeah, I'm not sure about the lighting on the back of that trailer right there, if that's realistic or what, but let's go to the outside view again. I mean, it looks about the same from what we saw there. I'm gonna go around this corner here without crashing, and then we'll be in a straight line here. We can actually have a look at the lighting up close and personal from this angle here. I mean, look at that. That looks good. If we saw that out the front window, man, and look at the headlights, see how it flares like that? Very realistically. Like, look at that lighting right there. That's perfect. That is impressive. So that's all it is, man. It's something to do with the interiors blowing everything out. Another big truck coming on the left here. We're finally getting up to speed now, though. We're only at 55, but we do have a oversized load. And there's 8 high. 8 high's on. We have our engine brake on if we need it. In fact, we'll go ahead and turn that back to stage 3 on the Jake. We don't have to worry about getting into a pickle around a corner or something. That works for me. So it's 1 in the afternoon now. We're looking good. I know it seems redundant having my little cell phone there. That cell phone is part of the SCS add-ons, the DLC they added. I get asked about that one all the time. I'm like, it's default, believe it or not. It's in there. If you got that DLC. In the mirrors, it looks like the lighting is correct. See that? It has the blue. It's just only out of these, the front facing, which is strange. If you're using the open beta, let me know if you've had the same results of those things happening. But man, I mean, really look at the difference in the lighting on the nose and the hood and the dash and stuff. Like, that looks so good. There's those Jake brakes here. Using that lovely Creech Bomb sound kit. We got a Detroit diesel in this thing today. That's what we're using. And there's a Walmart driver. Boom. Now see the back of that truck right there? That looks realistic. That's good. It's like whenever that one was like way up ahead of us, for some reason they had like so much shadow on the back. It could have just been, you know, the fact that the sun is directly above us right now. That's always a possibility. But man, if this is a taste of what to expect, you know, from 1.40 when it's released, we're all in for a great surprise. Another thing they added was the long chassis. And that's what we're using today. So we have the sleeper on this thing, but on top of the sleeper, we have an extended chassis with you know, there's a 6x8 or whatever. Or 8x something. I forget which one it is. We have a triaxle, basically. Rest area. We're not stopping there. I can't believe we got to bypass. That's great. We're gonna make decent time on this run today, I'll tell you that right now. I also have that little air freshener over there. See it? Right there. It's part of the SCS DLC as well. I have Daniel's random events in here again. I did turn them down just a little bit so we don't have them happening all the time, but it is nice to have, you know, like 80 plus new scenarios that you can come across on the road. But now we can finally run with our headlights on during the day and it doesn't paint on the ground, and that is great. Now be the safe driver you've always wanted to be. Or, you know, you have the Cascade as the daytime running lamps. The world is your oyster. $200,000. Cupid's cash on Route 68. Route 66. Did that say 68? Playing too much GTA, man. All right, slow down here. This is the exit. Beautiful. And we'll make a left here. That's looking better there. It's only the windshield blowing out. Okay, because look off to the left. That looks good. Looks really good. Go ahead and put her in gear. We got plenty of power to get this puppy moving. Can't find it, grind it. Go nice and easy here. Or it's just a changing image. Man, look at that. That looks great. But I see what people are talking about. Yeah, the skybox is interesting looking. It could be better. But, I mean, I didn't expect it to be this drastic of a change as far as how the game feels and looks. But it really did make a difference. $45. Well, we'll be lucky we even make it that far. In the next video, we'll definitely do a night run so you can see what the night lighting at night looks like, because it looks really good. You got to see early morning, but I'm telling you, it gets better, believe it or not, when you're at night. The new headlights and all of that. Get over this hill here. This takes us all the way down to Tucumcari. I don't think we have to stay on the interstate. It might hop us on one more, though. I don't remember. And it's been a while. Yeah, see, like, when that car came over the corner, that looked amazing. Okay, maybe it's just the time of day or something, because now it's starting to look better, isn't it? Doesn't look so blown out anymore. I don't know, man. Your guess is as good as mine. It's all new to me as well. Pass with care. Yes, they added new signs. I know they added some new truck stops. It was a big update. So all the default trucks got all their extra long chassis options, and some people were saying that the fifth wheels were kind of a mess still. See right here, this is like a cloud shadow here. See, and it gets dark inside the truck. Now it's not dynamic weather and things, but it still it simulates it a little bit. Oh, now it's blowing out again. Well, I'm not going to complain. I think it looks beautiful, especially when you're in the outside view. And I mean, you saw, I showed you during the screenshot, like, that is a game changer, man. Like a real game changer when it comes to how natural it looks like. Because normally I have to do a lot of doctoring in Photoshop to make them look, you know, realistic. And I don't think I'll have to do much to this one at all today. Doesn't seem like it. I'll probably do a shadow highlights jump on it and do some other little custom things. You can really see the shimmering bad in the shadows on that fence there. Yeah, I thought we got on another highway. We're getting on 40 up here. Works for me. Let's roll our windows down a little bit here as we're getting on the highway. Listen to how gorgeous this thing sounds. Putting that guy off. Yeah, man, it's like you don't have to give very much gas at all on this whenever I'm changing those gears. So used to it. Go all the way this side, man. Look how close that is. Woo! We're good. But they're all our gears on this one. Blinker on. Flip back. There we go. Ooh, somebody broke down up here. That's not good. Let people know that got a stalled vehicle there in the fast lane. That's not good. It's downright dangerous, actually. Historic 66. I think it was 66. I think I said 68. For whatever reason, man. I don't know. Too much GTA. That's what I'm going to blame it on. Too much GTA. Let's close our windows. There we go. Yeah, I've got to have my sound sets, man. Sound packs. Now, see, when that car went by there, that looked so realistic. The lighting on the back of it. When the next one comes, you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's drop an 8 low up the hill. Woo. Little scary there. Yeah, when a car passes us, like, and look at the difference here when we're on the highway, like the textures of the road and how well it's lit. That's a huge difference there. Santa Rosa. All right, let's go ahead and engine brake. Got a little bit of a turn coming up here. Be ready for it. When this truck goes by, you'll see what I'm talking about, how realistic it is. Oh, he's gonna give me room. Maybe slowing down himself, which is fine with me. Ooh, that is dicey. I'm watching him like a hawk. Yeah, he didn't like being in that position either. But Abco, yep. Dude, you're faster than me. Just go ahead and pass. You're fine. Big old hearts up on the hill there. It's supposed to be the Loves. Well, it is Loves. There it is. It'll say hearts on the sign because they added that. But give it time. Somebody will go in and they'll fix that sign and they'll make it say Loves on it. Yeah, when that truck like goes by, that looks realistic right there a lot. Now, I might have to jump my shadow quality up a little bit more to try to get rid of those shimmering shadows. I'm not sure. But I'm liking it, man. I am indeed. Maybe we'll get a little bit of night driving. I don't know by the time we get where we're going. Because right now it's 4:39 p.m. We're going to be in rush hour. And getting closer to the change of day. Yeah, right there. That looks real. The lighting on underneath the cars, behind it, all of that. And like right there, like look at one thing that's new is that we have depth in the vegetation now. That wasn't there before. That was always missing. They always kind of like popped, you know, like they were fake because they were. Sorry, buddy. I could have gotten over there, but sorry about you. You're an AI. Under the bridges and stuff. That's another thing I'm interested to see is that, you know, at night, the lighting would always bleed through like bridges and overpasses and stuff. I wonder if they fixed that. I'd be very interested to see if that was the case. See, we have our beacon light on right now, and it's not lighting any of the interior of this truck up. And I know at night it will, because it sticks out off to the right far enough that it flashes right into the right side up on the roof there, just above that dash cam. The dash cam. The dash cam. Tucumcari, next 3 exits. Well, no nighttime driving for us tonight. We'll see how this goes. Maybe after we drop off, I'll change the time to night so you can just see a little taste of it. But we'll definitely do a night drive next. Iron that, buddy. There we go. Should have my blinker on a lot earlier than that. Slow on down. There we go. Turn that Jake down a little bit there. Don't need it so high. Oh yeah, that police car looks really good. Like that. Alright, making a left up here. Anybody comes from the right? Doesn't look like it. Another police car, another car. Couple more to come. And 2 black and whites in a row. Alright, anybody? Nope. And I don't have a traffic mod. There's not a working traffic mod currently, so that's the reason why it is like nobody on the road today. It's legitimately a Sunday drive. We'll chalk it up to that. It's Sunday. So a lot less cars on the road. Nobody comes from the right. We just got to wait here. What is this Hummer doing? Oh man, yeah, the light. It looks so good. You know, well done. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. After this one. Just take your time, you know, and I'm not in a hurry or anything. Thank you. Get in this lane. I'm not even sure where this drop is going to be at. looking good. Look at that Zeppelin up there. That's not Zeppelin, but blimp. The blimp looks really good. Tucumcari discovered. Well, I could have swore I already did that, but maybe not. Let's stick to this lane for now because I'm not sure if they want us to be on the right or left when we drop here. So we're going to find out soon enough. I'm going to use my Jake in the... Don't use my Jake in the town. They don't like it when you do that. Oh, yeah. We're in the town now. We can roll our windows down. Let's just enjoy the sounds of American Truck Sim. Yeah, one low. Oh, grinded a little bit on that one. Yeah, this is nice. That blimp looks a lot more prominent in the sky with the blue haze on it. This is the first time I've seen it doing any skips and stuff like that. So I think the optimization is a little bit better now. I'd like to say. Oh, this lane ends. We'll find out. Oh, big skip there. Big skip there. So it's loading in. That's still a thing. Couldn't believe it didn't do it as bad as it normally does it. Especially when we were on 25. So it's getting there. But yeah, I see how much different that blimp looks now that we're close to it compared to what it looked like at a distance. Like atmospheric scattering seems to be it looks a little more realistic. I don't know if they actually have that or not, but I think we're going to be going to the left, so I'm going to stick to the left lane here. Where's that blimp? There it is. That's impressive looking. Sorry, car. You're back there. We're making a left turn up here into ADM. This is the place that needs this tractor. All right. Slow down here. Yeah, I like my truck mods that don't have that horrible grinding sound, so whenever you're floating gears, you don't hear it near as much. Because it's kind of difficult to not make that sound when you're floating gears in this default sim. Unless you're a super trucker and you're real good at it. I mean, that's possible. I think we just go straight here. I don't think this is going to work, man. I don't think this is going to be enough room. Maybe. We go all the way to the edge here. Let's see. We might have this thing in just where we want it. Oh, yeah, I think we got it. I think we did. Let's see if they like it. Come on, you know you like it. You know you like it. You don't like it? Oh, yeah, right there. That's what I'm talking about. And here it is all the way next to the fence. Flashers, we can turn those off. Beacons can come off too. We'll kill the engine. And let's go ahead and disconnect. Well, we didn't disconnect. We had to unload the trailer. 389 miles, 12 hours, 17 minutes, 82.2 gallons of fuel consumed. We have a gazillion experience points and all that stuff. That's a save game that you can download. So hit continue on that. I wanted to show you the mods. So yeah, we already showed you in the graphics options what has changed. And it looks like they removed HDR. Even though it's very much still in the sim, I don't think you can change it now. That is a thing. Now, here's other options here. I have those all set. Maybe there's something here I'm missing that needs to be a little bit better. I don't know. Here we are in the mod manager. We've got the interior mods there, the Mega Pack 1 and 2. We've got Ownable Cargo Market Rework. We got the Air Brake Sound mod and Rain and Wiper Noise mod by Z Mods. And then we got the Ownable Cargo Market Rework, Eaton Fuller Ultra Shift, the SCS Box Hazmat Cargo. There's the Werner Freightliner Cascadia. I'm just going to go through this. You can stop it wherever you want and look. People ask me all the time where I get this one. It's called icons, exclamation mark. That's how you get the lines on the ground and not the big green things. No boundaries. There's the random events mod by Daniel. The US asphalt patch of random events. That's like the potholes and stuff. That's the truck physics mod I use. That's on the Steam Workshop. And here's all the rest of them. Real advertisements, realistic corner shop, gas station revival project, real companies, shops, and billboards. Get all that stuff on the SES forums. And then you got real tires mod, all that. That's a John Ruda one there. Mega pack, and then all the trailer pack stuff worked surprisingly. I was very surprised that the trailers worked in this update, but it did. I'll go down this list one more time real slow, and you can pause it wherever you need to. Let me know what you think of the new open beta. I love it. I think that we just need to have a option or a fix for the windshield that's blowing out all the whites. But I don't know. Anywho, that's going to do it. I'll see you next time. Take care.
Hello, everybody. It's Jeff. Just want to let you guys know that merch is available if you check out the link in the description below. And there should be some images you can click on below the video as well. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I do appreciate it.